What's good, y'all? We are back once again with another Philosophical Sessions video. I'm Kylie, and this is my beautiful wife,
Takara.
and together we're the hosts of Mutual Intentional Love. So, wife, are you ready for this week's question?
I don't think you did that one of these weeks. I don't know if you did that the last week, but
What
the
we
week
talking
before, you asked me if I'm ready. I don't feel like we normally did that on philosophical
Nah,
sessions.
man,
That's
that's
a
a
relationship
check-in
check-in thing.
But it's like, hey,
It's knock it off.
I like it. I just like it.
Obviously, I'm ready.
Okay, my question for you is, how do you honestly feel about what we are doing right now as far as social media is concerned? How do you feel it has impacted our relationship? How do you feel it is? Do you feel like it's helping, hurting? Do you feel like it is purposeful? Do you feel like it's a waste of time? I just throwing out examples to understand the question better. And
I would have actually liked that, like one by one, to where I could have just answered. I'm not gonna remember everything you just said, but like
okay, how do you honestly feel about what we're doing right now with social media?
I feel like it's a lot. It's cool, like it's fun that we have both stepped out of our comfort zone to do something new.
Absolutely.
Yep. And sometimes it absolutely feels like a waste of time. I would like to think or hope at least that it's not. If at the very least, we have this for our family, like we have, like our girls can go back and look at what we were going through, how we dealt with life, and our experiences. So in that case, like, that would never be a waste of time. That's beautiful to have that.
Yeah.
What else did you say?
Okay, the next question is, how do you feel it has impacted our relationship?
Yeah. I think that, especially like the relationship check-ins, that's very positive. So I think that that's always good to have that, like those reminders of, because I mean, it's just always positive. Like it's helping us to reflect and talk about things that, I mean, our communication is a little bit better than I think most. So we do already do all that. I think for others, the cards really help prompt conversations that often aren't had. But even for us, like,
Yeah, it just helps to articulate the question in a different way.
Yeah.
And give us a different way of looking at certain situations.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, there's definitely been the times of like, I'm not trying to do this. I don't want to do this. And that's just annoying because now I gotta do what you want to do. So, there's those moments.
Yeah, man.
But I don't think it's ever hindered our relationship in any way. So, otherwise we wouldn't still be doing it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What about you?
I guess we should. Let me run through the rest of the questions for you.
Oh, there was more?
Then I'll go ahead. Yeah. And the other question was, do you feel like what we're doing is purposeful, or a waste of time?
Well, I answered a waste of time. But purposeful, I mean, that's kind of within that same answer too. And if something we say could impact anyone, then that alone is purposeful. If the day came where we were monetized, that's absolutely purposeful. I feel like it's also without monetization. I was gonna say that regardless, our whole goal is spreading like love and positivity, which is purposeful. But if like nobody's watching or listening, then but yeah, that just goes right back to the if it could just be impactful for even just one person, then yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, that really is what's up, and I would say I largely agree with that. Um, I the next question I would say is like on a whole, outside of just to bring it into a nice neat bow for a full question for this episode and for other people to answer the same question. How do you feel about the impact of social media within our relationship as a whole, not just, making these videos and the content aspect of it, but social media on a whole? How do you feel like it's impacted our relationship? And like also your personal experience with social media. How do you feel like it's how would you define it? How do you feel about it from the beginning to now, and where do you see it going? Like the trajectory of it from this present moment forward. Where do you see it? Where would you like to see it go? And what would you like it to be? Like what's your direction?
I feel like a lot was just asked.
Yeah, I feel that way too. So let me let me break it down better. Let's start with this one. How do you feel about where your current space is with that you're creating on social media and the trajectory of it? Where do you see it going, and where is it right now, and where do you see it going? Where do you want it to go? Like what's your direction for your social media presence?
Well, I mean that is pretty much what I said. Like I feel like right now it's like crickets. And I would like the trajectory to be that there's actual engagement, like real engagement.
Yeah, but I feel
And
like that your answer from the aspect of, what you would like from to see from other people as far as what you do. But what I'm more so trying to get at is like, what do you want to do on social media? You personally, what do you want to do while you're here? Like what do you want your content to be geared towards? What do you want your image to be, your brand, your personality? Like
I don't.
what do you
I
see?
mean, I'm
What do you
always
want?
just me. I'm just always myself. Like I haven't really, like I don't have like, I can
A
never.
niche.
Yeah, thank you, because I always want to say that word wrong for whatever reason. Like I don't like. I just it is. I mean, I get what you're saying,
Mm-hmm.
but I am here for others.
Yeah.
So that's why it goes to engagement. Like I like to support people. I like to help people. I like to listen. So like, it's not going to be much of, I can't just sit here and listen to myself.
So you want
Like,
it to be more of a conversational environment. You
yeah.
want it to be a place of connection and,
Yeah.
where there's more of a back and forth dialogue between you and the people who choose to follow you.
Yeah, but then at the same time, like, like it once it become if I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
it were to be a lot of people, I could also see how that would be difficult to upkeep. Like,
Yeah.
so like that's why it's tough. Like, and I think
Mm-hmm.
that's also why it's like, what am I doing? Because like if you don't know the end goal, or you, I just feel like you know we're supposed to be doing something, and at this point we're just trying everything until we figure out what the something is, because you have to start somewhere. And so
Yeah.
I think that is the main thing. It's like, you know, like there's like this this push or this pull, or, you know, some, like I feel like I'm supposed to be doing, and I just don't have the answer. So this is where we started.
Yeah. Like even with this was started out supposed to be like a philosophical sessions episode, but even that has deviated into something slightly different. Excuse me. With this particular episode, it's almost turned into like an interview type deal,
I mean, yeah,
and
that's true.
that's kind of cool. That's kind of what's up for real. I like it's. I'm feeling a pull more towards the interviews as
Yeah.
well, and I like
Yeah, that's fun.
the because I also like the connection aspect of it,
Yeah.
the interpersonal relationships
And
and just
diversity of not just talking about us.
the human connection between all of us, the interconnectedness and learning other people's stories and experiences and their thought processes and their mindsets. That's always fascinated me. And that's one of the reasons I enjoy our conversation so much. You know,
Yeah.
it's always been something that's able to fulfill me and fulfill that area of the desire of my brain and my soul that I've always wanted, and that's just a beautiful thing to have. So that's very interesting. But yeah, I suppose you could ask me the questions now and see.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
babe.
you don't remember the
Right,
questions,
you
do
already
you?
know. I don't, like, I mean, but you do. Like, you can
Kinda.
answer them.
Sure. I feel like the first question was, how do you feel about your social media presence currently, and where do you see it going? Where would you like to see it going? Right? I feel
Yeah.
like that sounds about right. Well, uh, for me, I would like to see our mutual intentional love content continue. And I like the space that we're in now. The foundation that we've built is beautiful. I feel like now that we have the foundation set, we can start to experiment a little bit more and grow even further and see where these different branches take us. Because right now, like we've mostly focused on our Mutual Intentional Love podcast. We've did 3 full seasons, and most of those episodes were rooted around relationships and marriage and just family life and parenting and all of these aspects of our lives. And again, it's like I've never wanted us to be held in that box, and that's what we've told the people that, and we put that forth. But the name alone, mutual intentional love, I feel like people may get a misconception of all we have to offer, because it truly is, it's a lifestyle. Like we live full lives and we're multifaceted individuals within our union, and that's the beauty of it, that
Yeah.
we can showcase all of these different layers and aspects of ourselves that we now have the ability and the platform to share with more people, and we're able to bring those connections full circle
Yeah.
and make more of a purposeful time of what we're doing, instead of, because a lot of people that have the goal of growing on social media, like they tend to cater to the algorithm and create a base and cater to them with the niches and whatnot, and I don't want us locked into that. But for me, the avenues that I would like to explore are, like I said earlier, the interviewing, and I would like to start doing more interviews, being interviewed, and also in doing the interviewing, because that's something that I'm feeling a strong pull towards, especially this year.
Yeah.
And there have been many moments of that aligning with how I feel internally.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like even just now sitting here having this conversation, it's kind of a more of a realization that I should be doing more with that direction.
Mm.
So that's nice. But I also want to develop self and share the journey of developing self, which is one of the reasons I created the Sense of Self series that I've been doing on Instagram so far. But I would like to bring over to YouTube as well and really just start to do things that, focus on self growth and self love and all the different intricacies and nuances that go into who we actually are individually as ourselves. So that's nice, and I would like to continue in that direction and also work on mental health and especially men's mental health, and even more important to me and special and that I hold dear is the importance of black men's mental health is very important because it isn't something that's talked about a lot. It's starting to be something that we're getting to explore more now. But I would like to see further growth in that area, and I would like to be part of pushing that narrative forward and allowing us to grow collectively.
Yeah.
So that would really be nice.
And so right now, do you think it's purposeful?
Which aspect do I feel is purposeful?
Like where we are right now, what we've done so far.
Absolutely.
Isn't that what you asked me?
Yeah. Thank you. I do feel like it's purposeful. I feel like what we're doing has been purposeful, even though it hasn't had the reach to be as internationally and widespread purposeful within others' lives at this point. I feel like it's been extremely purposeful for us with finding the purpose that we have within us and giving us space in the growth to explore our own purpose. Because I remember that's a conversation we had very early on was not necessarily knowing what our purposes were, and not having the fulfillment of our purpose. And at the time, I felt my purpose was to care for others because I was a home health aide and that's what I was doing. And I feel like that was true at the time, but I feel like it was also like entry point that was helping me along the path that I was supposed to be on in expanding that purpose to a multitude of people in a different way than it was before. So yes, I would say what we're doing is purposeful.
So in that case, not a waste of time.
Yeah, definitely not a waste of time. It's been great allowing us to have moments of connection, and even through doing this, we've met a lot of wonderful people.
Yeah,
that's true. That's been pretty amazing. Yep. And I'm very optimistic and hopeful about where we're taking this and where it can lead to for us.
That was good. A little longer than expected, I think. But
definitely, yeah. This turned into a very interesting conversation for sure.
Yep. So it will be. Not. It will be. Well, yeah. It's all the same.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. It's exciting to see where this will go.
So, for all of you that may be watching this video and stay to the end to even hear this question, it would be amazing if you could share. If you're returning to watch us and you've been watching our past videos, it would be great to hear what impact we've had on your lives, if any at all, and how do you feel about this video? How do you feel about our other videos? And what are some things you might like to see us talk about, or some different topics to explore, some different types of videos that you may enjoy seeing? And we might just take that advice and try it out, because we're in an exploratory phase of life, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So as always, everybody, keep it intentional and support love. Stay well and prosper, y'all. Peace.